Today on Insight, we are about to see a mixed culture between Chinese and Japanese. It is one of the three Chinatown in the land of the rising sun. We are going to Yokohama Chinatown. Intro. Yokohama Chinatown is located in Yokohama, Japan, which is located just south of Tokyo. It is about 160 years old, with a population of about 3,000 to 4,000. Today, only a few Chinese people still live there, most being from Guangzhou, China. Yokohama Chinatown is the largest Chinatown in Japan, larger than both Kobe Chinatown and Nagasaki Chinatown. There are roughly 250 Chinese-owned or themed shops and restaurants scattered throughout the district, with the highest concentration centered on a 3,200 square feet area. Here are some history about Yokohama Chinatown. In 1859, when the seaport opened in Yokohama, many Chinese immigrants arrived in Japan and formed settlements. Later, ferry services from Yokohama to Shanghai and Hong Kong were started. Many Chinese traders came to Japan and built a Chinese school, Chinese community center, and various other facilities, in what represented the beginning of Chinatown. However, government regulations at the time meant that immigrants were not permitted to live outside of the designated foreign settlement area. In 1899, new laws gave Chinese increased freedom of movement, while reinforcing strict rules on the types of work Chinese people were allowed to perform. In 1923, the Kanto area was devastated by the Great Kanto earthquake. Around 100,000 people were killed, and approximately 1.9 million people became homeless. Chinatown also suffered, and many immigrants chose to return to China, instead of rebuilding their lives in Yokohama. In 1937, full-scale war between China and Japan erupted, effectively stopping further growth of Chinatown. After the war ended, Chinatown once again began to grow. In 1955, a large Goodwill Gate was built. That is when the Chinatown was officially recognized and called Yokohama Chūkagai. In 1972, Japan established diplomatic relations with the People's Republic of China, and severed relations with the Republic of China on Taiwan. Interest among Japanese people grew and led to an explosion in the number of visitors to Chinatown. It soon became a major sightseeing spot in Yokohama. On February 1, 2004, the Minato-Mirai Line Railway was opened, along with the Yokohama Chūkagai station, which serves Chinatown directly. Here are some things you can do when you visit Yokohama Chinatown. Number 1. Marvel at the gorgeous gates. 4 colorful gates stand at the entrances of Yokohama Chinatown, named after the 4 directions in Chinese tradition, and 5 more gates can be found within the colorful neighborhood. You can enter the town from any of the 4 gates. Guardian deities are enshrined in each of these gates, according to the principles of Feng Shui. It is believed that these deities protect the trade and prosperity of Chinatown. The East Gate is called Choyamon, and relates to the Azure Dragon God, and brings prosperity. The South Gate, or Suzakumon, is associated with Suzaku, the sacred vermilion bird, and is bright red. It is said to bring good fortune and protection from disaster. The North Gate, or Genbumon, relates to the black tortoise, and is associated with the god Shanwu, in Chinese, or Genbu, in Japanese. Lastly, the West Gate, and Paimon, is related to the white tiger deity of Chinese mythology, and is known as Baihu, in Chinese, or Bayako, in Japanese. The gate is supposed to promote eternal peace. Number 2. Visit temples. There are so many small individual elements that have shaped the culture of Yokohama's Chinatown over the decades, but arguably none as influential as the neighborhood's two main spiritual sites, Kantibyo Temple and Masabyo Temple. Kantibyo Kwantimya was inaugurated on August 14, 1990, and is the fourth rebuild of the temple. The original temple was built in 1871, but destroyed in the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923. The second reconstruction was ruined in an air raid during World War II in 1945, and the third was lost due to a fire of unknown origins in 1986. Masabyo or Maju Miao is a Taoist temple. Masabyo is relatively new, having opened in 2006. Home to an enshrinement of the goddess Mazu, it said Masabyo is where you should go if you're looking for good luck during your travels, as well as general health and happiness. Number 3. Eat. One of the finest attractions of the Yokohama Chinatown is the street food offered at food stands. Visitors can fill up on steamed buns and savory snacks, as well as desserts and drinks for a single coin. There is a choice for all tastes and budgets. You will notice many street-side vendors selling large steamed buns. It is hard to resist these aromatic and delicious steamed buns, which are available at a very cheap price. You'll also find adorable panda-shaped buns at certain stands, usually containing red bean paste, chocolate, or pork. Other common must-try street food are gomadango, small fried balls covered in sesame seeds, with a red bean filling inside. The sweetness of the red bean paste is delicious paired with the semi-sweet, but savory flavors of the sesame and the fried dough. Chinatown Egg Tarts. Egg tarts are a variety of custard tarts found in many parts of China and Taiwan. You will find vendors and shops selling these treats baked fresh in Yokohama. They have an irresistible sweetness balanced with a full egg flavor, and the crust texture is crumbly and melty. Yokohama Chinatown is filled with restaurants offering all types of Chinese cuisines at different price points. Visitors will find all-you-can-eat restaurants and eateries specializing in fine dining options. Below is an introduction to the dishes you should consider trying. Chinatown Mapo Tofu. Mapo Tofu is another must-try dish from Chinatown. Originally a dish from the Sichuan province in China, it consists of tofu boiled in a spicy chili, and red bean-based sauce, cooked with fermented black beans and minced pork or beef. Variations are made with other ingredients popular in Japan. Mapo tofu comes in a set meal and is affordable. Many restaurants have different prices for the same dish. You can choose from the array of restaurants along the streets of Chinatown. A picture of the menu and the prices of each dish are displayed on the boards outside the shops, so choosing what and where you want to eat won't be a difficult task. Chinatown Dim Sum, or Yum Cha, is a meal consisting of several small dishes. This is a type of traditional Chinese cuisine ideal for diners who want to try a little bit of everything. Numerous eateries in Chinatown offer Yum Cha and even all-you-can-eat options. How to go to Yokohama Chinatown. Yokohama Chinatown can be reached by train, bus, C-bus and car. Yokohama Chinatown is located in the central part of Yokohama, near many popular areas, like Minato Mirai, Sakurajicho, and Motomachi. It is easily accessible from within Yokohama and also from Tokyo. The closest station is Motomachi Chūkagai Station, Minato Mirai Line, 7 to 8 minute walks to the main entrance. From Tokyo Station, the fastest way to get to Chinatown is to take the JR Takeda Main Line, bound for Odawara, until Yokohama Station. At Yokohama Station, transfer to the Nijishu Line, bound for Afuna or Sogo, and ride the train until Ishikawacho Station. In total, it will take around 1 hour. And that's it for today's video. See you again on Insight. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe Insight YouTube channel. For more updates also follow Insight on Facebook.